crowd at the 2017 Australian Open is dead silent as two men prepare to clash once again in the final moments of their 3.5-hour match. After exchanging several fierce shots, one of the men calls a ball out. The other challenges. Seconds pass to feel like hours as referees decide the outcome of one of the most intense matches in modern tennis history. It was in. The crowd roars as Roger Federer wins the 18th major of his legendary career. Roger Federer is a world-class athlete who holds the record for being the #1 ranked tennis player in the world for the longest amount of time, at 310 weeks. If you're not a tennis fan, you've probably seen him advertising with brands such as Nike or Uniqlo. As a tennis player myself, having served as the captain of my school's tennis team, I researched Roger's career through several websites, including his own foundations. I also watched him play numerous times while trying to learn his technique. Today I'd like to talk about the highlights of his life, his tennis achievements, and the social influence that he has with his charity work. I've always looked up to Roger both on and off the court, and have been amazed at Roger's consistency, speed, and form. First, Roger's dedication has impacted me personally. Roger committed to tennis very, very early on in life, as you can see right there. By 12, he dropped everything to commit himself to tennis, and by 14, he'd moved away from home to train at the Swiss National Tennis Academy. Most of his childhood became committed to tennis. Quote, "In the beginning, I thought it sounds bad, but that I sacrificed my childhood," he said in an interview. "It's definitely a bit more of an unusual route to adulthood. The result of all this hard work and dedication is some of the best hitting form in all of tennis. When I was just starting to learn, my coach would tell me to watch Roger, use him as an example of what is right to do. And it was due to this that I started to look up to him." With the massive amount of work that Roger put in, he quickly became a success. He's now tied with Rafael Nadal for the most Grand Slam titles ever won, a truly impressive feat. He's also one of the few players to get close to getting the hardest and most legendary tennis achievement of all time, the career Grand Slam. In other words, winning 4 consecutive Grand Slams within a year. Only one person in history has ever managed to actually do this, that being Rod Laver. Another record that he holds is the most Wimbledon titles at 8, and he's tied for the number of most US Open wins ever. However, unlike his competitor in this category, he actually managed to get all of the wins in a row. He also represented his country at the 2012 London Olympics, winning silver in singles and gold in doubles. With so many achievements and his career still not over, there's no doubt that he is one of the greatest players to ever compete. What's also impressive is the drive that Roger has to continue. At 39 years old, with an already extremely successful tennis career behind him, he continues to play, still striving for more greatness. And this is what inspires me about him. There's always something more that can be done. There's something more to achieve, and thus, he marches on. So we've taken a look at Roger's athletic achievements, and now I'd like to tell you about his charity work and his impact that he's made on the world, including me. Federer didn't stop at just being an athlete. He made a global impact trying to make the world a better place. Thanks to his extremely successful tennis career, Roger's had the opportunity to enact change both in his home country and throughout the world. The Roger Federer Foundation, founded in 2003, gives aid to children in various parts of the world that are living in poverty, as well as helping those around him at home in his home country. The aid has to do with specifically the quality of education, as the foundation believes that impoverished communities have the power to help themselves. The vision is to equip communities with resources to enhance their abilities to build themselves up. Existing local groups are given finances and are encouraged to find solutions to early childhood education. According to the foundation, they've given 1.5 million children a better quality education since the foundation was founded. Federer's foundation has researched the education problems in Africa and found that children drop out of school early on if they're not prepared. The project now sponsors 1 year of education before primary school can even begin. Early learning kiosk tablets were developed for each African country, and they contain teachers' tools, materials, and an app to follow each child's success. The School Readiness Initiative strives to serve 1,500 to 3,000 students in 6 different African countries. More recently, he donated 1 million Swiss francs to the Coronavirus Relief Fund. On his Instagram, he explained, We must help families in need quickly and unbureaucratically. The selflessness he showed in his charity work is truly an inspiration to me, and I hope to someday be fortunate enough to give back to my community just as he has. In conclusion, Roger Federer inspires me to be a successful athlete and to help my community. From his incredible wins to his charity work that has changed the lives of many, he's truly a hero. Commemorating Federer's achievements, French expert and sports writer Pierre Monet once said, "I could kiss his right hand, especially the right one, the one with the genius." Thank you.